Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers from March 3rd through the 14th reveal that Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, is threatening someone. Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, panics, and Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, plans a big move. Monday, March 3rd, we are going to have somebody uninvited coming into Sasha's kitchen at the Quartermaine place. She is going to threaten and scream that if they don't leave, bad things are going to happen. Another spoiler for Monday is that Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, tries to make a deal. So that feels like he's probably going to be the one at the Quartermaine place, probably trying to find out how he can shut Sasha up from spreading those, not even rumors, spreading the very true information that he held her hostage, where they were in the same room as a bomb, because that's going to hurt his position in Port Charles. Meanwhile, Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, also updates Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and I bet she's going to tell him Sidwell stopped by. Brad Cooper, Parry Shen, and Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, are at a convention in Miami. They're at a bar, they're having fun, and Brad wants to know from his ex if there is a chance that they could be a we again and couple up. Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Massa, goes looking to Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, for some advice because there's some commonality that he thinks makes him perfect to hand him this advice. And maybe it's the growing up without knowing who your dad was issue, something like that. Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, tells Lucy Coe, Lynn Herring, that he needs her help with something. Maybe he wants Sidwell barred from deception, we'll see. Lulu Spencer, currently played by Alexa Havens-Bruning, gets together with Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson. They do some catching up, and she needs him to do something. It is risky, but she tells her is worth the risk, and I believe she's going to ask him to dig into Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, to help her find Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, because remember, Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, thinks that there's something going on there, and that Martin's sitting on some helpful info. Drew Kane Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, confronts Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, interrupts the nice date night he was having out with his wife, Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, and Drew makes some threats. He lets Curtis know that he found out what he's up to, I guess meeting with this other politico, and Drew promises that if you take something from me, I will take something from you. That leads us directly into some really tense spoilers for Tuesday, March 4th, because somebody is threatening Portia now. If I had to wager a guess, it's either going to be Drew directly or possibly Selena Wu, Lydia Look, maybe doing a little favor for the congressman in exchange for other favors, because she's sitting on that info about Portia tampering with the Hook Killer's liver test. So I think that's going to come around to bite her and bite Curtis. And of course, Portia thinks she got away with it, and not many people know, but things are going to ramp up. Laura Spencer, Jenny Francis, has an update for Curtis, has some news for him, probably about the Drew and Sidwell issues. Emma Drake, Braden Bruner, confides something in Gio, and Carly Corinthos Spencer, currently played by Laura Wright, is lashing out. And I wonder if it's because Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, has agreed to move in with Drew. What's really interesting is that it was Carly lashing out at Drew at the PCP that I think tipped Willow into agreeing to move in. It's like you tell her to do something, and there's drama and she goes the other way. And Carly was telling 100% truth. Drew is a lying liar who lies. Brad makes a confession, and I wonder if he's going to tell Lucas that he conspired to go to this convention to try and get close to him, or if it's something about Portia. Wednesday, March 5th, Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, really needs to cover her tracks. Obviously, it's about Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton, BLQ, and the adoption secret. Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, listens as Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, confides in her, and I wonder if it's going to be about Jason and Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, And somebody interrupts Carly's date with Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna. Might be Drew, that might be fun. Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, goes over to see Cody Bell, Josh Kelly. And I wonder if she has some questions about Brooke Lynn and Dante's past, because it's kind of weird her showing up to talk to him. Ava Jerome, Maura West, offers Portia some advice, and I wonder if she's asking Ava what to do about the threat that was made to her. And Ava is very experienced in being threatened and issuing threats. So that's actually a very good person to turn to. We have Willow getting friendly with Dr. Isaiah Gannon, Sawandi Wilson. I'm sure it's just a professional thing, but I'm sure also he's heard from Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, about what a dirtbag that Willow's boyfriend is. Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, is bickering with Tracy, could be about Drew, the grandkids Willow, and Sidwell summons Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, out to Spoon Island. Maybe he needs help reviewing the contract, the mineral rights thing for deception, or maybe it's about this Sasha issue. Lulu considers what's her next move, and Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, meets with Drew. Friday, March 7th, Jordan and Isaiah get closer, their romance is heating up, but it's got to stay on the down low because she is toying with Sidwell, trying to get information out of him. Ned Quartermain, Waddy Kurth, disagrees with Lois, which leaves me wondering exactly how much, if anything, that Ned knows about Brooke Lynn's teen pregnancy. He may know a little. Rena Sofa was dropping some hints in a recent interview. Carly has a big decision to make, and I wonder if it's to fight Willow about the kids. Emma is worried about her grandma Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, and Brooke Lynn is in the hot seat as the week ends, and I wonder if it's Lulu pressing on her. Spoilers for the week of March 10th through the 14th, we have Lulu's continuing desperation to track down Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, so she can get Charlotte Cassadine, Scarlett Fernandez, back. And of course she's trying to get Spinelli to help her out with this, crossing lines, you know, those gray areas because Tracy convinced her Martin knows something. If the Jackal digs into Martin's private emails, notes, and files, Spinelli might trip over the truth about Gio and Dante and Brooke Lynn and the adoption. Speaking of that adoption, Lois is worried sick that her secrets are going to be outed. But at this point, you know, I think Gio, Brooke Lynn, and Dante deserve to know the truth. With Gio's mom dead, he could use parents in his life. Sidwell keeps pushing his agenda forward, and if he can get Sasha to shut up, that will help. Hope he doesn't threaten her mom Holly Sutton, Emma Sums, to make it happen. Willow did tell Drew she'd move in with him, but Nina and Carly may go all out to stop it, no matter what lengths they must go to. Maybe Nina will finally come clean and tell Willow she slept with Drew. Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, may be in big trouble because Brad betrayed her by giving his aunt Selena Wu, Lydia Look, the test tampering info to pay off the debt that Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, got him into. So Portia's going to be in trouble because of Cody basically. Brad has scored twice off this info, basically has blackmailed her into giving him preferential treatment, and now has paid off his aunt with this same info. Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, should be out of the hospital, and he may be making a big move. Is he going to head home to his mom Laura's place, or is he going to go to Elizabeth Weber's place to recuperate, especially after that post-coma very passionate kiss that she gave him? Also just some kind of upsetting news, I guess, in comings and goings. Taj Bello, TJ Ashford, who played TJ Ashford, and Chad Duell, Michael Corinthos, of course, both of their bios and photos have been removed from the Meet the Cast page on the soap's official page at cbs.ab.com. We know that Taj was pushed to recurring, but I wonder if that means we're not going to be seeing him very much at all. As for Chad, is that a sign that he has decided not to come back? Something to think about. The 2-week spoilers for General Hospital between March 3 and March 14 reveal a whirlwind of drama, shocking twists, and emotional confrontations as the residents of Port Charles are forced to navigate through one of the most intense periods in recent memory. In particular, three characters, Sasha, Lois, and Lucky, find themselves at the center of escalating crises that threaten to change their lives forever. Sasha is at the edge of her breaking point and threatens those closest to her. Lois is consumed with panic as she faces an unimaginable crisis, and Lucky, in a bold move, makes a decision that will have far-reaching consequences for him and those he loves. With every passing day, the drama intensifies, and the people of Port Charles are left reeling from the chaos that follows. Sasha, once known for her beauty and grace, has now been forced to confront a series of emotional and psychological challenges that have left her vulnerable. Over the past several months, Sasha's life has unraveled in a series of painful events, from losing her son to her ongoing struggles with mental health. The tension has been building, and it seems that the pressure may finally be too much for her to bear. The March 3 to 14 spoilers indicate that Sasha, pushed to the brink, will lash out in ways that no one expects. Lucky Spencer, whose life has always been filled with its own share of ups and downs, finds himself making a huge decision. As the spoilers suggest, Lucky is preparing to make a bold move, one that will shake up the lives of everyone around him. In his own quest for redemption, Lucky faces a moment of reckoning, and his big move will have lasting effects on both his future and the relationships he holds dear. The question on everyone's mind is whether this will be a step toward healing or another misstep in the complicated journey of his life. Lucky's decision will not be without consequences, and the spoilers hint that the repercussions of his actions will reverberate throughout Port Charles in ways no one expects. As the 2 weeks unfold, the intertwining lives of Sasha, Lois, and Lucky will become even more entangled. Sasha's threatening behavior continues to escalate, and the tension around her increases with each passing day. Friends and family are forced to make difficult decisions, weighing whether to stand by her or confront the darker side of her pain. Sasha's emotional instability will continue to be a focal point, and viewers will see her struggle with guilt, anger, and the overwhelming desire to break free from the cycle of pain that has defined her life recently. Her threats are not merely words, they are a cry for help, but whether anyone is able to offer the support she needs is uncertain. Sasha's future hangs in the balance, and the next 2 weeks could make or break her. Lois, for her part, will continue to navigate the complex emotions that come with the impending crisis. Her panic is not just about Sasha's well-being. It's also about the deep-rooted fears that have plagued Lois throughout her life. With the weight of her family's troubles on her shoulders, Lois is forced to confront her own vulnerabilities. The spoilers for this period indicate that Lois will be faced with several emotional confrontations, and it is unclear whether she will emerge from this storm stronger or more broken than before. Will Lois be able to protect those she loves, or will her own fears cloud her judgment? This is a time for Lois to reckon with her past decisions, and her actions in the coming weeks will shape the future for her family. Lucky's big move could very well be the most significant event of these 2 weeks. In a moment of clarity, or perhaps desperation, Lucky makes a decision that will rock the foundation of Port Charles. Whether it is a personal choice or one that affects his family, Lucky's actions have a ripple effect that cannot be ignored. As he grapples with his past mistakes, he finds himself at a crossroads, where every step forward could lead to a new chapter in his life, or perhaps even deeper entanglement in the web of drama that continues to haunt the Spencer family. Lucky's big move will not come without its challenges, and those closest to him will be forced to reckon with the consequences of his actions. Throughout the 2-week period, viewers will witness heightened emotional stakes, unpredictable twists, and intense drama as the characters of General Hospital navigate their troubled lives. Sasha's descent into darkness, Lois's panic over losing control of her family, and Lucky's big decision create a perfect storm of tension that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. These next 2 weeks are poised to be a pivotal moment in the lives of these 3 beloved characters, and the ramifications of their actions will be felt long after these episodes air. The residents of Port Charles have always known how to keep things interesting, and the coming weeks promise to deliver some of the most intense and emotional moments yet. As Sasha's threat becomes more pronounced, the people around her must decide how far they are willing to go to help her. Will they be able to reach her before it's too late, or will Sasha's pain become too overwhelming for her to bear? The stakes are high as Sasha battles with herself and her emotions, and the impact of her actions will reverberate throughout Port Charles for months to come. Lois, too, finds herself caught in a whirlwind of fear and uncertainty, torn between her love for her daughter and the painful realization that not everything can be fixed with a simple solution. As her panic intensifies, Lois must decide whether to confront the harsh realities of her situation or continue to live in denial. Lucky's big move promises to shake up Port Charles, and with it comes a renewed sense of uncertainty for everyone involved. What will this decision mean for the Spencer family and the other residents of the town? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: the coming weeks will be full of suspense, heartbreak, and dramatic twists that will leave fans eagerly awaiting the next chapter of General Hospital.